Hello everybody and welcome to Kids Time. My name is Sonja and I'm the Christian Education Director here at Emmanuel Lutheran Church. I have a question for you today. How many of you have ever been on a picnic? Raise your hand. Oh yeah. How many of you have been on a picnic this summer? How many of you had a friend at that picnic? How many of you ate food at that picnic? Well, in today's Bible story, Jesus is going off to a quiet place because he's really sad because his friend John the Baptist had just died. But thousands of people followed him there. So Jesus does something really miraculous. He feeds all of them. Yeah, wow, that's a miracle. A miracle is something really unexpected and usually super awesome that happens. So let me share today's Bible story with you. Today I'll be reading from the Beginner's Bible, and the story is taken from Matthew chapter 14. A big picnic. More than 10 people. More than 50 people. More than 100 people. More than 1,000 people. 5,000 people had come to hear Jesus. They stayed all afternoon. At dinner time, they were still listening to Jesus. Jesus' friends said, "Let's tell these people to leave now. They can go and get something to eat." "They do not need to go," said Jesus. "But we do not have the money to buy food for them," said Philip. "You are right," said Andrew, "and I only know one person who brought food. A little boy here has 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. That is not enough to feed 5,000 people." But Jesus said, "Tell the people to sit down." Everyone sat down on the soft grass. Jesus took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. He prayed and thanked God for the food. Then his friends began to give food to the people. Now there were not only 5 loaves and 2 fish, there was plenty of bread and fish for everyone. Each person got to eat as much as he wanted. Wow, Jesus really did perform a miracle. He took 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish and fed over 5,000 people. Wow. He never ceases to amaze me. Why do you think Jesus did that? Well, I think it was because Jesus wants everybody to love each other. And he cares and loves for all of us, right? He shows us compassion. That means he cares for us. He takes care of all the people in the world. And he did that by feeding them, by taking those 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish and turning it into enough food for everyone. Do you remember what Jesus did before he fed all the people? Right. He prayed to God and gave thanks for that food. And then it fed everybody, with everybody's stomachs full, and there was lots left over even. So I have a challenge for each of you this week. I want you to show how you can love and show compassion for someone else. Now, sometimes it's kind of hard right now when we're having to social distance, right? We can't get in a big group of 5,000 right now. But there are ways that you can show love and compassion to other people. And I want to see what you come up with. So, the one idea that I have today is to make a blessing bag for people that maybe don't have a home, that live on the streets, and that maybe need a little bit of extra help. They're simple really to make. You just need a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and then just some items to put in there. So here are some of the items I have. So I have a bottle of water because it's hot here this week. And then I have some snacks. Now, remember that they're not snacks that are gonna melt in the sun, so probably no chocolate. I'm gonna put a toothbrush and some toothpaste in there, some shampoo and lotion, and some soap, maybe some pain reliever, some chapstick if they're outside in that hot sun, some gum and mints, and some hard candies, and then maybe a mask if you have some extras, if you've been sewing, or maybe you have some extras, because everybody needs a mask these days. And then I'm gonna also put either a gift card or a small amount of cash in my bag, probably a gift card to a restaurant or a grocery store so they can get a hot meal. And so when I come across somebody, I'm able to show my love and compassion for them by handing them this blessing bag. Now, there's other ideas you can do. You can call somebody on the phone, maybe you haven't spoken to in a long time, just to show them that you care about them, to brighten their day. Maybe send a note or a card in the mail. Maybe send a meal to somebody. But I know that you can come up with lots of creative ways to do it. And I want you to take a photo and send your photo to me. And I'm gonna put the address on the screen. It's Sonja at imluchurch.org. Oh, and I'm so excited to see what you have to send to me. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm so happy that you did. I look forward to seeing you again next week. But before we leave, let's say our prayer. So let's fold our hands, close our eyes, and bow our heads, and you can repeat after me. Dear Jesus, you offered thanks for food and fed the hungry people. Help us to show love and compassion to people in our communities by sharing what we have. Amen. All right, thanks again. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good week.